Okay, so me and Cam literally just got done doing about 40 minutes recording a podcast on this topic. But because the people at Zoom don't know how to do their jobs, half the conversation was not recorded. So we just sat there and wasted our time. And basically, it was just me talking to myself, looking like an idiot for 40 minutes, which I pretty much do every video here, so I don't know why it's such a big problem. But nevertheless, so tomorrow night, me and Cam are going to be re-recording that podcast, and so we're going to have more on this topic later. But I want to jump on here first of all and let you guys know that. But also, I felt like I needed to talk about this. So Ohio State had a huge signing. Or commitment rather, over the weekend with five-star defensive end out of Washington, JT Tuimoloau, committing to Ohio State. He's a 6'4", 270 plus. Like I said, defensive end, number one player in the 2021 recruiting class, number one player in the country. He is absolutely incredible. So basically, it came down to his final schools were obviously Ohio State, which he ended up committing, Oregon, and then USC. So he had a trip to Tuscaloosa rather, to see Alabama one more time, and he canceled it. And I thought that was pretty interesting, given the fact that he just come off a visit here in Columbus with Ohio State, and the reports were he was, blown away, and he got more than he expected. So I thought that was a really good sign that he canceled that trip. Now there was always that looming Oregon there, but he ends up committing to Ohio State. So Ohio State now in the 2021 recruiting class, number one in the country. 2022 recruiting class, number one in the country. Meanwhile, Michigan is sitting at 13 and then 10 the next year. So basically, Michigan fans, what that means is for the next 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 decades, whatever, you're going to suck. And that's nothing new. But, you're not going to beat us anytime soon. And, sorry, not sorry. Truth hurts. But anyway, Ohio State is absolutely killing it. You can't really put into words what Ryan Day has done with this program. This 2021 recruiting class is insane. The fact that he got JT Tuimoloau and Jack Sawyer in the same class should blow everybody's mind. Like, just to get one of those guys is incredible for any school. Any school. I don't care if it's Alabama, Clemson, but the fact that Ohio State got both guys is incredible. And I'm interested to see this season how they use these younger guys, because Jack Sawyer looked really, really good in the spring game. I was actually very surprised. I thought he looked really good. And Zach Harrison, I almost said Ronnie Harrison. We're not talking Browns here. He looks like he's stepping into that role that we've been hoping to see, that Chase Young, Nick Bosa, lineage of defensive ends here. He seems to be stepping into that role. Tyreek Smith's coming back. Ohio State is loaded on the defensive line. Absolutely loaded. Brian Cage, I believe, is going to take that step. I thought he did a pretty good job last year. Haskell Garrett, I think, is going to be incredible. He's really going to be that dominant defensive tackle, I think. And I think really he can be the best defensive tackle in the country in college football. So Ohio State is loaded. And when it comes to the future, and this is one of the things me and Cam talked about, this roster is put together to win championships year after year after year. And I know that's how every roster is intended to be, but when you look at the guys that Ohio State has now, they all fit together perfectly, it seems like. And yes, there's still questions. Linebacker, the cornerback room, I think, still has a lot of questions. We'll see what Sevyn Banks can do, if he can turn into that number one lockdown guy. But when it comes to the next upcoming season, you got Quinn Ewers coming in 2022, who is basically Trevor Lawrence 2.0, essentially. And we'll see as far as, C.J. Stroud. Is he going to start? I believe he's starting this year, but past this year, what's that going to look like? But just in general, Ohio State is in a great position for many, many years to come. And, it's so easy to say that Alabama is always going to be at the top because of what they've done. And that is true. Clemson's had some great years, and you have some schools that come and go, like your LSUs. But Ohio State has really put themselves in a position now with these 2021 recruiting class, 2022, in years to come, fight for that number one spot. And, honestly, I'm going to sit here and say I'm guaranteeing a championship at least in 2022 or 2023. I'm going to guarantee it. Shout out Charles Barkley. So, yeah, we'll see. I just wanted to kind of jump on here and share my thoughts on this. I was not expecting him to come to Ohio State in the end. I really did think it was going to be Alabama, and when he canceled that trip, I thought, oh my goodness, if this happens. And it did. So Ryan Day deserves free everything in the city of Columbus and the state of Ohio for the rest of his life. What he's done here is incredible. Really took what Urban Meyer did with this program and ran with it. I can't wait to see the future. This season's going to be incredible, and the years to come are going to be incredible. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the signing, or the commitment rather, of JT Tuimoloau, and what do you think his impact's going to be with Jack Sawyer long term? So let me know your thoughts, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.